Hey guys, I'm in a new spot today. Everyone is resting right now, so I am taking over the living room while everybody else is doing their thing. So a new background, new lighting, all that good stuff. So bear with me as I navigate the lighting. I hope it looks good. So I wanted to just kind of do like a use my stuff video. Nothing new, nothing. There may be a few things here or there that I've not used on camera before, but nothing as like a super new purchase or anything. It's just using my stuff. So I did do 2 other videos prior to this and I've lost them. And you keep saying, you may think, well, how does that happen to you all the time? I don't know how it happens to me, quite honestly, other than my phone is a piece of junk. And I don't know if anyone else has had the same issues with the iPhone 12 that I've had, but I just don't like it. So with that being said, I had to reset my phone and I backed everything up to iCloud thinking everything was saved and it was all good, and it wasn't. So my fault. I should have known better, but here we are. So I'm gonna use my Norm, my Believe Beauty eye primer. So I haven't used this on camera. I think I did show you guys this in a video, but I've not used it on camera. I've used it quite a few times when I've not been doing any videos, but this is one of my new favorite palettes. I'll just show you the palette itself. Here's what it looks like. Really beautiful colors. And it came out last year, I think, but I just, again, really love it. I think it's one of my favorites for sure. So I think what I'm going to do is first go into this shade here called Veranda. And I'm just going to work that through my crease a little bit, because it does have some pigment to it. So I think what happened is I used this for church yesterday and there was still some stuff in the brush from yesterday, and that's why we've ended up with this color. So that shade is not, I mean, it's like this. It doesn't look like that. So yeah, that is not a correct color. I'm not upset about it, but there must have been some leftovers from yesterday. I thought I cleaned it, but I guess I didn't. But this is the brush that comes in the palette. It's really pretty. On one end it has the diffuse crease, which is this blender brush, and then on this end it has the medium sweeper. Okay, so I'm going to use the shade Corta Rosa, which is right here, and I'm just going to blend that with that middle shade, whatever it is. I'm going to take a little of the shade here. It's called Summer Song. And I'm just going to put a little of that in this outer corner here. For definition. I'm going to take a little bit of the shade here. It's called Shakespeare. And then I'm going to take this shade here and I'm going to take it on my finger and just put it on the rest of the lid. Actually, I think I'll take the other side of the dual-ended brush, which is the medium sweeper, and I'll put it on with that because I really like this brush. So I'm just going to clean up the edges. For primer, I want to use a pore filling primer. I got this in a BoxyCharm in April because BoxyCharm didn't cancel like I thought it did. So anyway, it's finally, I know that it's canceled now. This is the Icy Sherbet Primer from Touch in Sol, and here is what it looks like. It looks basically like the packaging. and it does have a cooling sensation. It's really nice. It really sinks into the skin. It's actually hydrating. There's no silicone in it. When I first used it, I thought this kind of looks like it might have some silicone, but it doesn't. It's just a really great primer, and I love it. And it's kind of become my new favorite ever since I used it the first time. I've not stopped. I'll use it in conjunction with other primers, and because I like to do a little bit of mattifying as well. But this is so nice. I just really love it. For the perimeters of my face, I'm going to use my Hard Candy Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer. And I know I just said I like to use a matte primer, but there's a reason I'm using hydration today. So I just want to kind of use this on the perimeters of the face. This kind of makes everything last. I don't remember if I've talked about this or not, so if I have, I apologize. But this is the Fenty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. I've used this quite a few times. I love it. It's so amazing. It lasts forever. It keeps me matte. It is just one of my favorites. It's kind of almost right up there with the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and that is saying a lot for me. Please remember, everybody has different skin and all that, so just because I love it doesn't mean that you will, vice versa. But absolutely love it. Like, this is one of those good foundations that I think is gonna just be awesome. Everything I've tried complexion wise from Fenty, I've been nothing but pleased with. So I think that this is truly just like one of my favorites, and I hope that they never get rid of it. or just continue it, because it's absolutely amazing. I love the hydrating one as well, and I love the skin tint that they just came out with. So complexion for me from Fenty is top notch. I have the shade 185, and I'm going to use my little sponge. It's a microfiber sponge from Juno & Co. So I just squirted it out on my sponge, and then I'm going to dot it around my face. It's just beautiful. It blends out beautifully. It looks beautiful. One of my favorites. So for concealer today, I am going to use the Rare Beauty. It's the, I forget the name of it, but it's the Rare Beauty concealer. So I just put that under my eyes, but I'm also going to take a little bit of the Tarte Ultra Creamy, because that is more yellow. Not that that's a bad thing. I'm going to take a little bit of this just because it's lighter in those corners, but then I'm also going to highlight the center of my face. I'm just going to blend it with my sponge as well. This is something a little bit newer. This is the Soul Body. This is a sister line to ColourPop. It's the Soul Body. It's the Face and Body Bronzing Balm. I have the shade Light. Here's what it looks like on the inside. I'm going to use this today to do a little cream bronzing. So it smells like tanning bed lotion to me. I don't lay in the tanning bed anymore, but I used to. I am going to take my Melt Cream blush in the shade Polish. It has a little bit of iridescence to it, and I'm just gonna take my sponge, and I dipped it down in there, and I'm just gonna pat it right here. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and set my whole face with my Fenty setting powder in the shade Butter. This is kind of new too. I said there wasn't a whole lot of new in here, but it's kind of new. I'm just gonna set that cream bronzer a little bit, and this is the Juvia's Place Juvia's Place bronzed light palette. Here's what it looks like. There is a mirror up here, but these are the two light shades, a cooler tone and a warmer tone. So I'm just gonna take some of the cooler tone. Actually, I think I'll mix them. Why not? And then I'm just gonna set. I know I set my whole face, but I just kind of like to do that since I'm oily. Makes me feel better. Then I'm going to take the blush palette volume 2 by Juvia's, and here are the colors from it. I'm gonna actually mix both of them. And for just a second, I want to focus on my brows. I usually do these and just kind of, I don't show you guys what I do, but I've had some people ask me how I do my brows, so that's why I want to just kind of include it in this video. I like a couple different brow pencils, but the one I have today is the CoverGirl Ultra Fine Brow Pencil in Honey Brown. And I also have the Milani Weekend Brow in Medium Brown, and this is just like a brow pen. So, you can also use the NYX Lift and Snatch. You can use if you want a higher end, you can use the Urban Decay Brow Blade. There's some other options out there for pens. These are the ones that I've tried that I know of. There are probably more. And as far as pencils go, NYX Ultra, or the Microfine or something like that. The Microfine, I believe is what it's called, is a really good pencil. And there are all kinds of really good pencils out there, but I like the CoverGirl. I have a few different ones and I just rotate through all of them, but so today I'm just going to use the CoverGirl. So I'm just going to spoolie through my brows. This is what I do. It's important to come through them because you want to make sure that you have a nice shape, like a nice starting point of what your brows actually look like. And so then I just roll up the pencil. If you want your pencil to have a really nice point on it, you can roll it down and then just kind of rub it against like a paper towel or something and get like a really blunt end on it, and then roll it up and it'll have a fine edge. I don't do that, but you can. And so what I do with this pencil first is I just go underneath the brow and I just start making a line up toward the arch and then down. Then I start making that a little more curved looking. But this just gives me the underneath portion so that I have like a base of the brow, so to speak. So again, here I just start with that inner section of the eyebrow and I just take it up. See how I took it up in there, and then I bring it down just to match my natural eyebrow shape. But then I can also go and just kind of curve it around a little bit. If I want to make it a little deeper, I can. So, don't get discouraged if you have to practice with that. It does take a little bit to get there, but I promise it's not that hard. Take little tiny strokes to get your lines. Don't try to, because that'll be harder to do. So here is the Milani Weekend Brow, and as you can see, it's just a brush with a fine tip. And so what I do with this is I go in and then I start making like hair-like strokes through my brow. Some days I'm more precise about it than others, and I make them look more feathered. And then some days I just kind of like run my pen through there really quickly just to get it over and done with. I'm going to be sparse with this today because this is a deeper shade. It is the medium brown. I think I said that, but I'll say it again. But see, just a few strokes through there. I like to make sure it looks like I do have that arch in my brow. And that's kind of the point in doing the line underneath, is so that I have a guide with that. So when I'm done with that, I'll go back with the pencil and I'll just spoolie through my brows. This kind of tones down that pen a little bit and makes it not so harsh. See? Can you tell? I can see a difference. And then I'll even take the pencil side of it once again and just kind of work with it to make sure that that line is still defined underneath. Same over here. Spoolie through and then pencil. And where I do have more sparse brows, if I comb through and there's some missing spots that I need to fill in, I'll do that with the pencil. So I'm not sure which pen is cheapest. I don't know if it's the Milani or the Lipton Snatch from the drugstore. And even throwing in the Urban Decay in the mix. Truly my favorite pen right now is the NYX Lipton Snatch. It just, I don't know what it is. It's just the precision of it is just wonderful. It wears for the longest time. It's that good. It's just that good. So if you're looking for a good one, I recommend first and foremost NYX Lipton Snatch. The Milani one is good. There's nothing wrong with it. I like the NYX Lipton Snatch better myself. And Urban Decay is great if you're looking for something high-end, but you don't necessarily have to go high-end. You can find something at the drugstore. So just to finish, just to kind of set everything in place, which the pen itself is not going anywhere, but just to kind of set everything in place, I like to use a brow gel. I'll use all kinds of brow gels, and I'm not like married to one. If you're looking for a really good one, I really like the Revolution brow gel, I think is what it is. It's like a brown tube and it has like a kind of almost holographic looking lid. I like the Gimme Brow from Benefit, but that's kind of expensive and I don't see why you have to spend so much money for, you know, a good brow gel. I haven't tried any of NYX's like brow gels. I need to try those. But yeah, I tried the NYX brow glue, or something like that. Didn't like that because it was clear. I do like a tinted one because I do have more sparse hair. But that's just my personal preference for my brows. If you're looking for like that laminated effect, I think you might like the brow glue, but I don't do that. So this one today is just from ColourPop. It's the Brow Wash Gel, and I have the shade dark brown. So just has a tiny spoolie on there, and so I'm just gonna comb through gently and just make sure that my hairs are setting up into attention. I like the ColourPop one, I really do. Sometimes it's out of stock on the ColourPop website, but you can find them on Ulta a lot of times when you can't on the ColourPop website. So just FYI there. But I like them, they look textured and all that good stuff. So finishing up with the eyes, going back to Sigma Quarter Rosa, I'm going to take the Quarter Rosa shade and just buff that along the bottom lash line. I'm going to take a liner brush and dip into the dark Shakespeare shade. Put just a tiny bit here on this outer corner. Really pretty. I think I'm going to dip my finger into this shade, this first one here. It's called Belle of the Ball, and it's just a very pretty, like almost like a topper shade. I'm just going to put just a tiny bit over top here, kind of almost in the center of the eye, just to kind of be reflective. See how it makes just a subtle difference? Just kind of catches the light a little bit more. Nothing huge, just a little something, you know. I wish I had grabbed my white eyeliner, but I didn't, and it's not worth waking up my mom to get it. But I think I would like a white eyeliner with this look particularly, but I don't have my white one, so I'm just going to use this one from Juvia's Place. It is the Nubian eyeliner in Cocoa. It's just brown. There is a sharpener on the end of it, just for your information. And I've really been liking this mascara. In the beginning I had mixed emotions about it, but it's grown on me. It's the Benefit They're Real Magnet Mascara. I'm going to use this Ofra highlighter. It's the Ofra and Steph Tom's collaboration, and it's the Milk and Cookies highlighter. So it's like it's a split pan. One's a deeper shade than the other, and they're both very beautiful. I'm going to just mix both of them. So pretty. Okay, one last thing is the lips and we'll be done. Trying to decide what I want to wear. I'm going to use my ColourPop Lippy Pencil. It's in the shade So, S-O-W Happy. Let me get me a little mirror to look in. I think I'm going to use this Dominique Cosmetics gloss. It's in the shade Peach Tea. I'm going to take a little bit of this Milani Make It Last, and it's the matte. And I'm going to use that to set my face. Okay, so I'm finally done. I know everything was a little bit different today. I hope it wasn't too crazy, too different for you. I know that it's been a while since I've posted, and I do apologize for that. Life has just been a little crazy. It's been wild. My mom's recovering. She's doing really well. That's one good thing about it. But it's just like life doesn't slow down. It just speeds up and just continues to fly away. And it doesn't ask me if it's okay. But it's just like one thing after another has happened, and it's just, you know, I stay so busy, and I'm not making excuses. I want to make videos. I enjoy them. There's something I enjoy doing, and I just don't want you guys to think that like I just don't care or whatever. That's not the case. I enjoy this. and it breaks my heart not to be able to sit down and just talk. And I know I'm not talking to you guys directly when I do this, but when you watch it, I get to feel like we connect in some way. So hopefully life will slow down a little bit. I don't know if it will or not. But it is what it is, and I'll just continue to do the best that I can and get the videos out when I can. I did 2 videos. One, I was using some of the Juvia's Place stuff that I used in the video today, and just kind of talking and telling you about life and the update of life and how it was. And the other video was a dupes video, and I love that video. It turned out so good, and I'm so disappointed that I lost that video, but I'm gonna redo it because it was that good and I enjoyed it. So I hope you guys are excited for that one. As soon as I get a moment to sit down and do it, I will, I promise. And can we just talk about how good my makeup looks today? I mean, it just really it's a great combination. So if you've never tried the Fenty foundation and setting powder, you should. Just gonna say that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you so much. I really do. I hope you're staying safe, happy, healthy, and I will see you hopefully very soon. Bye guys.